1. In the quiet countryside, a man named Jack decided to start anew. Tired of city life, he sought solitude on an abandoned farm he'd bought cheap. The old wooden house stood lonely, its paint peeling under the sun. As he unpacked his truck, a strange feeling crept over him. The air felt alive, almost whispering secrets. He shrugged it off, thinking it was just the wind. Little did he know, his peaceful retreat would soon turn into a mystery. 2. Jack explored the creaky farmhouse, its floors groaning under his boots. Dust covered every surface, and cobwebs hung like curtains. He found an old journal in the attic, its pages yellowed and brittle. The last entry spoke of 3 women who once lived there, vanishing without a trace. Curiosity piqued, he wondered about their story. That night, as he slept, soft footsteps echoed through the halls, but he dismissed it as a dream. 3. The next morning, Jack woke to the smell of fresh bread. Confused, he stumbled into the kitchen, where 3 stunning women stood. Dressed in vintage dresses, they smiled warmly, introducing themselves as Clara, Elise, and Rose. "We've been waiting for someone," Clara said, her voice melodic. Jack froze, unsure if he was hallucinating. The kitchen, once barren, now brimmed with life, flowers on the table, a fire crackling. 4. Stammering, Jack asked how they got there. Elise laughed, her eyes twinkling. "This farm is our home." Rose added, "We never left." Their beauty was otherworldly, their presence surreal. Jack's mind raced. Was this a prank or something supernatural? He decided to play along, asking about the journal. Clara's smile faded slightly. "That's our story, but it's not time to tell it yet." The women seemed to glide as they moved. 5. Over days, Jack grew accustomed to their presence. They cooked, cleaned, and tended the garden, which bloomed overnight. Clara hummed old tunes, Elise painted the walls with vibrant colors, and Rose mended his clothes. Yet, they avoided questions about their past. Jack noticed they never ate, only watched him with gentle smiles. A chill ran down his spine, but their kindness kept him from leaving. The farm felt alive again. 6. One evening, Jack found an old photo in the barn. It showed the 3 women, dated 1895, standing where he'd seen them. His heart pounded. How could they look the same? He confronted them, holding the photo. Elise sighed. "Time works differently here." Clara explained they were bound to the farm, unable to leave. Rose's eyes glistened. "We need your help to move on." Jack didn't understand, but he felt compelled to listen. 7. The women revealed a tragic tale. In 1895, they were sisters, betrayed by a lover who poisoned them for their land. Their spirits lingered, guarding the farm. "We've waited for someone pure-hearted," Rose said. Jack, skeptical yet intrigued, asked what they needed. Clara handed him a rusted key. "Find the chest in the cellar and open it." The task felt daunting, but their pleading eyes swayed him. He agreed. 8. Descending into the cellar, Jack's flashlight flickered. The air grew cold, and shadows danced on the walls. He found the chest, its lock ancient and stubborn. Using the key, he turned it with effort, hearing a click. Inside lay a locket, a letter, and a small vial. The letter detailed the poisoning, signed by the same lover. Jack's hands trembled. Could this be real? He hurried back to the women with the items. 9. Clara took the locket, tears in her eyes. "This was mine." Elise read the letter, her voice breaking. Rose held the vial, whispering, "The poison." They explained the lover buried their truth to claim the farm. "Destroy the vial, and we'll be free," Elise pleaded. Jack, torn between belief and doubt, smashed the vial against a rock. A bright light erupted, and the women gasped, their forms shimmering. 10. The light faded, and the women's expressions softened. "Thank you," Clara whispered, fading slightly. Elise and Rose nodded, their figures dissolving into mist. Jack stood alone, the farmhouse silent again. The garden wilted, the vibrant colors gone. He felt a mix of relief and loss. Had he imagined it all? The locket remained in his hand, proof of their existence. He decided to keep their secret. 11. Days passed, and Jack settled into the farm's quiet. The journal now felt like a treasure, its pages a link to the past. He researched the sisters' story, finding records of their disappearance. The lover's name matched the letter, justice had eluded them in life. Jack felt a duty to honor their memory. He planted a garden in their names, vowing to restore the farm they loved. Peace settled over him. 12. One night, a soft melody drifted through the windows. Jack rushed outside, seeing faint figures, Clara, Elise, and Rose, dancing in the moonlight. They waved, then vanished. He smiled, knowing they were at peace. The farm, once abandoned, now held a new life. Jack's solitude turned into a purpose. He wrote their story in the journal, adding his own chapter. The whispers in the wind felt like gratitude. 13. The community noticed the farm's revival. Neighbors visited, curious about the changes. Jack shared a vague tale of hard work, keeping the women's secret. The locket became his talisman, a reminder of their trust. He turned the farm into a small sanctuary, inviting others to enjoy its beauty. The sisters' legacy lived on through him. Each dawn brought a sense of connection to the past. 14. Jack found old tools in the barn, perhaps the sisters' once. He restored them, using them to tend the land. The farm flourished, attracting birds and wildlife. He felt their presence in every bloom. The journal grew thicker with his notes, a bridge between eras. He wondered if they watched, guiding his hands. The mystery deepened his bond with the place. Life felt fuller. 15. A local historian contacted Jack, intrigued by the farm's history. He showed the journal, omitting the supernatural. The historian confirmed the sisters' story, adding details of their kindness. Jack felt pride in their memory. The historian suggested a plaque, honoring them. Jack agreed, designing it with care. The farm became a local landmark, its past celebrated. He smiled, knowing they'd approve. 16. As seasons changed, Jack aged with the farm. The plaque stood proudly, etched with the sisters' names. Visitors left flowers, honoring their spirit. Jack's hair grayed, but his heart stayed young. He often sat on the porch, feeling their gratitude. The locket hung around his neck, a constant companion. The farm's story spread, drawing storytellers. Jack became its guardian, their legacy his mission. 17. One winter, a storm threatened the farm. Jack worked tirelessly to protect it, recalling the sisters' resilience. The wind howled, but the house stood firm. Afterward, he found a faint outline of a handprint on the window, Clarice. He took it as a sign of their protection. The farm endured, stronger than ever. Jack's bond with the place deepened. He felt less alone. 18. Spring brought new life, and Jack planted more flowers. He talked to the sisters as he worked, sharing his days. The garden thrived, a testament to their memory. Children visited, hearing tales of the farm's ghosts. Jack smiled, letting them imagine. The locket warmed against his chest. He knew their spirits lingered, happy. The farm was home, for him and them. 19. A young couple inquired about buying the farm. Jack hesitated, protective of its history. He told them the sisters' story, watching their reaction. They respected it, offering to preserve it. Jack agreed, but with conditions: keep the plaque, the garden. The sale felt bittersweet. He moved to a smaller place, taking the locket. The farm's spirit would live on. 20. In his new home, Jack kept the journal close. He wrote letters to the sisters, leaving them by the window. Each night, a soft breeze carried them away. He felt their presence, a gentle reassurance. The locket glowed faintly sometimes. His life quieted, but the farm's legacy fueled him. He visited often, seeing the new owners honor the past. Peace settled deep. 21. Years later, Jack received a letter from the couple. They'd found more artifacts, letters from the sisters. Jack returned, tears in his eyes, reading their words. The farm's history grew richer. He added the letters to the journal, a complete tale. The couple thanked him for sharing the story. The sisters' spirits seemed to dance. Jack's mission felt complete. 22. The farm became a heritage site, its story taught in schools. Jack attended the opening, proud. The plaque shone, surrounded by flowers. He spoke of the sisters, their resilience inspiring all. The locket rested in a glass case, a museum piece. Children listened, wide-eyed. Jack felt their legacy immortalized. The farm lived beyond him, a beacon of the past. 23. In his final days, Jack sat by the window, journal in hand. The locket lay beside him, its glow fading. He saw the sisters in a dream, thanking him. They faded into light, their smiles eternal. Jack closed his eyes, content. The farm's story would endure. His life had purpose. The whispers stopped, replaced by silence. He was ready. 24. After Jack's passing, the journal was donated to the museum. The locket stayed on display, a symbol of the farm's mystery. Visitors marveled at the tale, leaving notes for the sisters. The farm thrived, a living memorial. The new owners maintained the garden, honoring Jack's work. The sisters' presence lingered, a gentle echo. Their story inspired generations. 25. A filmmaker visited, inspired by the farm's legend. He interviewed locals, piecing together the tale. Jack's journal became the script's backbone. The sisters' beauty and tragedy captivated the screen. The film premiered, earning praise. The farm's fame grew. Jack's legacy shone through. The locket featured prominently, a star artifact. The sisters' story lived on. 26. The movie brought tourists, reviving the area. The farm hosted events, celebrating its history. The plaque gleamed, flowers always fresh. The sisters' tale became folklore, retold with awe. Jack's name joined theirs, a guardian honored. The locket drew crowds, its glow a mystery. The farm stood tall, a testament to resilience. Their spirits danced in every tale. 27. Decades later, the farm remained a cultural icon. Scholars studied the journal, uncovering more clues. The locket's origin puzzled experts, adding intrigue. The sisters' beauty and Jack's kindness inspired art. The garden bloomed eternally, a living tribute. The plaque stood as a beacon. The farm's spirit endured, a bridge across time. Their story never faded. 28. Today, the farm stands as a monument to love and perseverance. Visitors feel the sisters' presence, a gentle warmth. Jack's journal rests in a vault, its pages sacred. The locket glows faintly, a timeless relic. The garden thrives, a legacy of care. The plaque honors all four: Clara, Elise, Rose, and Jack. Their tale whispers through the wind, eternal.